What a week it's been in federal politics. Votes have been counted, seats have been won and lost, but there's still no clear picture who will form the next government. The independents will play a key role, and one of those is Maverick Queensland MP Bob Katter. Meg Purtell takes a look at who the member for Kennedy is and what he stands for.
Looking for adventure in whatever comes our way.
Oh, look, he's a loose cannon. There's absolutely no doubt about that.
Born to be wild.
I think that Bob's obviously a very colourful politician.
Bob Katter is well known for saying exactly what he thinks.
I am trying to allow this project to go ahead so that we will have 1,000 jobs here.
I get in a lot of fights.
Why don't you stand back here? I might get something. I might catch something.
Even his election campaign was unconventional.
A voice in Canberra that stands up for what's right. Bob's on the job.
But in his 36 years as a politician, Queenslanders have grown accustomed to his style. And while the knife-edge results of the federal election have thrown him into the national spotlight, the member for Kennedy shows no signs of changing.
The people that are attacking me, right, are people that love to rubbish people who they call buffheads or rednecks or, bushwhackers. But every time they want an image for themselves, they run around reaching for an Akubra hat like I wear. But when I wear the Akubra hat, I'm an idiot.
Look, there'll be a lot of people whose eyes will sort of widen like saucers when they see more and more of Bob Katter, but look, I don't think that's a bad thing.
The 65-year-old was born in Cloncurry and became a state MP in 1974. He then followed his father's footsteps into federal politics, representing the National Party until 2001, when he left in disgust, saying it had let down people in the bush.
I can't go before these people and say, vote for me, when a vote for me will be a vote to continue what they've copped for the last 17 years.
A decade on, he may come back to haunt them.
The reality is there's a lot of bad blood between Bob Katter, who's a former National Party minister.
There's an opportunity for people to get all that unpleasantness off their chest.
There's some good people still left in there. There's not much left of it, the old machine. But no, I will never forgive what they've done to rural Australia. And they did it, not the Liberals. Don't have anyone ever tell you that. But you got to work with whoever you got to work with.
National Party Senator Barnaby Joyce agrees.
You live in the same area. I live in southwest Queensland. He lives in North Queensland. We both want the same things.
Bob Katter's electorate of Kennedy is the third largest in Australia, with mining and primary industries at the core of its economy. He's been strong on agricultural subsidies and the funding of health, education and broadband in the bush, proving extremely popular with his constituents, who gave him almost 70% of votes after preferences at the last two elections.
Bob Katter is, a pretty decent sort of person if you ever met him. He's interesting, he's very active, but I think he's a person of some integrity and of some honesty, what you see is what you get with Bob Katter, and that's a pretty good thing in these days of authentic politicians, and that's why he keeps getting re-elected.
Over the years, Bob Katter has been a strong advocate for cane farmers in Queensland.
If they think that they are going to get away with this, that big fat tub of lard Mr Barton in there thinks he's going to get away with this, then he is in for a very rough ride. You can. Peter's had his chance.
He clashed with the former Premier Peter Beattie in 2004 over changes to the industry.
So that was an incident that happened. It was unfortunate, but it was behind us, and I think both of us probably have trouble remembering it.
He's also been vocal about the importation of bananas.
To stir up the stupid people in the cities of Australia who think that bananas come out of packets.
And led a train blockade in the state's north in the mid-90s.
And no bastard from Brisbane is going to come out here and tear it up. I enjoy recalling some of my more outrageous remarks because they're very funny to me anyway, but to a lot of other people as well.
But former Queensland Premier Russell Cooper says Bob Katter also has a serious side. and a proven track record.
He's been able to take on some pretty difficult